Hello, my fiery friends. Welcome once again. We have been, of course, trying to get back into the habit of streaming when we can. So today, again, we have a little bit of time before we get started with our day, of course. So in any case, here's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be jumping into playing some fun, awesome midweek magic event stuff. So with that out of the way, let's go ahead. We're going to then go into the midweek magic event. This was, again, the event that I wanted to do last week, but I kind of misread the actual info from Wizards. Apparently, again, I guess they had the pre-con decks, and I misread that this was supposed to be the week for Artisan Brawl. But either way, we managed to still have some time today before I do my grown-up job to have a little bit of fun with that along the way. So, in other words, let's go ahead, let's actually get started with this event, and we're going to show you again the awesome and super cool deck that we're going to be playing for today. Also, again, for those of you who do like what we're trying to do, make sure to give a like, follow, and subscribe wherever you are watching the content so you don't miss out on any of the gameplay, booster pack openings, deck decks, and so much more. Alright, so let's go ahead, let's pull up our deck right now, and let's go ahead, let's have some fun. So with that, our Artisan Brawl deck, where is our deck at? Hold on. So, this is going to be the deck we're going to be playing with today, everybody. As soon as it kind of does its thing and loading up. But in any case, okay, so while we're waiting for this to do its thing, let's see, okay. Oh, okay, I just got to change it over to that. Okay, change. And there we go, awesome. Okay, so we're going to see how well and powerful Balmor's army is. So that's the deck we're doing today. So with that, if you haven't seen any of my videos, or for those of you who are newer to this kind of content that I do, mostly you are going to be here. If you are interested in playing some of the hottest in budget deck technology, you're right where you need to be, because we are going to have, of course, a lot of decks. Mostly, again, if you haven't seen my channel, mostly we focus on, again, decks that try to minimize the amount of rares and or mythics you are trying to rock. In other words, ideally, in some situations, you only need to utilize some of the rares or mythics that you have, or ideally, none at all. But in any case, let's actually cover today what exactly are we playing for the event. So originally, as you kind of saw, well, actually, if you didn't see it, let me check your shirt. So as you can see right here, it shows Midweek Magic Event. So it says, welcome to the Midweek Magic Event. Each week we try out a different way to play MTG Arena. This week's event is Artisan Brawl, which is a 100-card Brawl deck using only commons, uncommons, and basic lands. So this is definitely in my wheelhouse. This is definitely my style of games. So that's why we're going to be rocking it today. Of course, the event only has about 28 hours left in it before it's over. So for those of you who are still trying to kind of scratch your heads, or you're not quite sure what you want to build, this is definitely going to be what you want to try out. So with that out of the way, let's actually now go back to the deck. Before we submit it, I'm just going to show you again what we are rocking. So again, the deck is basically going to be a little bit of a continuation. I don't know, I've been a little bit on a is it style of gameplay right now, because we did, of course, a couple days ago, the basically spells super budget deck that didn't have any rares or mythics to it. But this one here, as you can see, is also kind of an extension of that, because I'll be real with you, I love Balmor Battle Mage Captain. This is really an awesome card. I actually have it in one of my paper commander decks out there, but for this time, we're going to see how well it does on this smaller scale that is Artisan Brawl. So with that, if you haven't seen this card, if you've been living literally under a rock and haven't been playing Magic at all, this is basically going to be the main person that's running the show. Balmor Battle Mage Captain here, a 2-mana, is it, i.e. blue and red, legendary bird wizard with the 1/3 that has flying that says, whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, creatures you control get +1/+0 and gain trample until end of turn. Woo! This is an absolutely awesome card. I love what this card is trying to do. So how exactly are we going to try to take advantage of Balmor in this format? So for that random person out there who just asked, I am glad you asked right now, because this is exactly what we're going to be doing. As you can see right here, we have a ton of spells to sling at our opponent. We actually have a little bit of pinging also. We do have a couple of big finishers in the deck, and also we ideally want to go as wide as we can, utilizing some of our tokens to then pump them up with Balmor's ability. Excuse me. Excuse me. And we're hopefully going to get to victory very quickly, usually with one big swing. But how exactly are we going to do that? So, real quick, before we get started into this, we're going to then just show you again. This is not going to be again every single card, because most of them you should be able to know by this point if you've been playing already for a little while. But here's exactly what we're doing. So, mostly it's going to be a lot of spell slinging. We have a lot of counter spells like Annul here. We have a lot of cards like Birthday Escape and Consider. Some more counter spells like Miscast here, Opt for a little bit of card draw and scrying. Slip out the back for protection. Spell Pierce again, another counterspell. Stern Scolding, also another counterspell. Whew, this is going to be a little bit. Wash Away again, really great in this format. Crash Through for some more card draw, pumping up our creatures, and the Festivities for a smidge of burn, some card draw with Faithless Looting, Fiery Impulse for more removal, Lightning Axe for removal, Satyr's Cunning, which can create a cute little token for us, and also we have Strike It Rich to create some treasures. Did I mention, of course, we had treasures? We definitely have those in this deck. We gotta have those. Warlord's Fury for some more card draw and pump. Censor for card draw, or also we can use it to counterspell. Chart, of course, for some more card draw. Deduce also for card draw and makes a clue token. Disdainful Stroke here also for some more counterspell. Jawari Disruption counterspell, or it can be a tap land in a pinch. Lofty Denial, more card draw. I'm sorry. Wait, did I say card draw? I meant to say counterspell. That's what I said. Words are hard, by the way. Make Disappear, another kind of counterspell. Negate as well. Radical Idea for more card draw. Disruption Protocol also counterspell. Cathartic Pyre, which is great for either removal or card draw, depending on what your needs are. Cavalcade of Calamity, I forgot to mention this, but we have cards like Cavalcade of Calamity and Impact Tremors, which can help us again with the pinging abilities that this deck is also trying to come off with, in case we need a plan B to the deck to help close out the game. Speaking of those things, we also have, of course, cards like Electrostatic Field. We have cards like Firebrand Archer. We have Kessick Flame Breather. You have Young Pyromancer for more token production. Thermal Alchemist. Basically, you can see right here, as I mentioned, the pingers. These cards, of course, as we can drawing some of our stuff, we're hopefully going to try to see if we can just kind of go off on against our opponent. In case that we can't go wide, we can then just slowly just start draining them out bit by bit here. In other words, well, continuing on, sorry, I'm slipping up my words here. But otherwise, we also have the cards like Expressive Iteration here. We have Goblin Electromancer to cheapen out some of our other bigger cards. We have Is It Charm here, really awesome as a staple. Mischievous Chimera for some more pinging. Third Path Iconoclast. This is also one of our critical cards that we need to help draw out and build up our army of creatures. Arcane Signet's going to be a staple for the deck. Environmental Science for a mini bit of ramp. Mentor's Guidance also for some more card draw. Ice Out here for another counterspell. Fiery Inscription helps out again with the pinging ability because it also pings for 2 whenever we cast an instant or sorcery. Flick a Coin here for another bit of card draw and ping. Gutter Snipe here, which is just the same as Fiery Inscription, but it's a creature. Raid Bombardment does exactly the same as the Cavalcade of Calamity, where it just does some more pinging for us. Seize the Spoils here for some more card draw and treasure creations. Witty Roastmaster, very similar to the Impact Tremors, but it's super awesome because, again, more pinging. UC Paragoblins, this is actually a really crazy, powerful card for our deck because we can make some tokens, but ideally you want it for the pump ability, which, combined with Balmor, does an insane amount of damage very quickly out of nowhere. Enigma Drake is actually one of our finishers if all else fails, and we can just have a giant Drake swing in and smash through our opponent. Same thing with Crackling Drake, but Crackling Drake's actually a little bit better, only just because it's a little more expensive, but the card, again, also can then get super big, even if our cards go into exile. Speaking of the other 4-drops, we also have Murmuring Mystic for some more creature tokens. We have Big Score here, and Pirate's Pillage, and Unexpected Windfall. All of these 4 manas allow us to then just draw some more cards and create a bunch of treasure tokens. And on the very top end here, although you ideally don't want these cards to you ideally don't want these cards Creative Outburst or Elemental Masterpiece to cast for their full price, but if you actually have to cast them, they are going to be pretty decent for our deck, but ideally you want to then utilize them for the fact that they can discard them to create a treasure token when you need them a little bit into the early game. Otherwise, all the other things that you can expect from a budget deck like this in the Artisan Brawl, since we're not using any rares, it's going to be most much all the tap lands you can think of. We have Desert of the Mindful here for another bit of cycling. Lonely Sandbar as well that does the same thing. Desert of the Fervent, Forgotten Cave, also again some cycling and some tap lands. You have some islands, you have some mountains, and a bunch of the essential tap lands. Yes, it is going to slow our deck down a little bit, but again, we're spell slinging quite a bit here, so it's not going to hurt us too much in the early part of the game. Again, we're just trying to build up what we need, and we do have treasures to kind of support us for some mana ramp if we need to. We also, of course, have cards like, Command Tower, of course, Escape Tunnel, Field of Ruin, Maestro's Theater, Roadside Reliquary for a little bit more card draw in the mid to late game, and of course, Terramorphic Expanse. I realize maybe we could have put in also Evolving Wilds, but I think we're good with what we got. Anyway, whew, it's really hard to talk about all these cards in just one go when it comes to a Brawl deck, but you basically get the idea here. Sling a bunch of spells as much as you can, and then just hopefully get to your victory. I've actually tested this deck out a couple of times before we even played, and the deck actually does pretty good, even in regular Brawl. So I'll show you again if we have a little bit of time after the Midweek Magic event. We might do a couple of quick little Brawl decks. Excuse me. We might do a little bit of gameplay, of course, in the regular Brawl format to show you how well this deck actually can do with just actually a super budget and just play it in normal mode. But otherwise, let's go ahead, let's get started. I think I've already kind of ranted enough about this deck. I'm actually really pumped about it. So let's go ahead and see how well it does. So let's go ahead, let's add this, submit the deck. There we go. All right, so are you guys ready? Let's have some fun. It's time to burn bright with this fun deck. All right, so gonna jump on in now, and we're gonna have a little bit of fun with what we're trying to do here. All right, so we got our first match going. Let's see how well it does. No matter how long this takes, we are gonna get our 3 wins, and whatever time we have left over, we'll probably play for a little bit longer, but it's gonna be a small stream because, again, I have my grown-up job that I have to get ready for a little bit later today. But again, we're gonna have some fun first off. So in any case, let's see. Okay, so we got 2 islands, which is okay, and opts, expressive iteration, creative outburst. Okay, so I think the game plan right now is we can then utilize this to make a token if we have to for some red mana, at least until we get to that mountain that we're going to need later on. But otherwise, let's keep this hand. Still feeling pretty good about this. So I think, how do we do this? We can go with an island and opt, and then dig out what we need. The Lonely Sandbar also could be helpful too. Well, it's still early, so I'm just going to put this down for now. Let's tap. An opponent can go. What are they playing, by the way? Oh, they have Awesome Moon Dancer. Okay, this might be a little bit annoying for us, only just because, again, this means they're going to gain a lot of life, and that's one of the biggest weaknesses to our deck, which is we might be susceptible to life gain. So we're definitely going to need our burn spells ASAP. In other words, island, we will play... Actually, we're going to hold off for a second. We're going to throw away this to make a treasure token. All right, opponent, what do you got? Mind Stone. All right, they're getting their ramp on. We will discard Creative Outburst, make a treasure, and we pass. All right. Oh, okay, so not too bad. We got, it's a tap land, but it does work, so that helps us out a little bit here. With that, what do we do now? I think we will play Firebrand Archer. We need to get the pingings going ASAP, and then we will pass. All right. What do you got, opponent? What are you trying to play? Alright, another land. Land of War Elves. Okay, well, they're going to get their ramp going, as I mentioned. Let's see if we can hopefully race them. So, while our opponents taking their sweet time here, how's everyone doing today? Hopefully you're all having a great day wherever you are at, whether you're at home, maybe you're working on some stuff. Either way, I hope you guys are having some fun out there, whatever you're up to. Looks like our opponent right now is going to start doing their thing here. So we're going to have to slowly start digging out for some stuff here. Unfortunately, this does mean that, yes, we're going to lose our creature, but that's okay. This is fine, everybody. This is fine. We still got time. So we'll play Terramorphic Expanse. How do we do this? How do we do this? I want to play Balmor, but again, ideally, you want to hold off on him a little bit longer. We need to build up the board state first. So we will discard. We'll throw away... What do we throw away here? I think we'll throw away the Jawari Disruption. So that gives us this. Terramorphic Expanse, sack it. We will get out a mountain. So fix our mana. Okay, okay, again, it's going to be a little slow going. Remember that, again, because of how this format is, there's not really any wraths to worry about because, again, it's all commons and uncommons. So that's kind of nice for us, but at the same time, if we don't get what we need, we might be having a while here. In any case, okay. So we rebound. Play for free. What do we toss here? We'll discard, of course, the Faithless Looting, because we can always cast that later. Draw another card. And another card. Okay, so we have Goblin Electromancer, which is great. This will cheapen all of our costs, which is nice for the time being. And then Faithless Looting for 2. Draw 2 cards. Okay, so what do we get rid of here? I have to get rid of something. Okay. I feel like the counter spells may not do too much for us, but okay. We're going to try... What do we try here? Expressive Iteration is nice too. Okay. I think we'll have to throw away the demand answers. Where's our creatures? We definitely need our tokens. We're definitely going to need that as soon as possible. But until then, we're just going to have to hold off a little bit longer, everybody. Mind Stone. Okay, they're sacking it. Draw. All right, well, they can do that. Excuse me again. All right, another land for our opponents. Well, at the very least, all of us are kind of getting our land drops, which is nice. But we definitely are going to need to start building up our stuff soon. All right, opponent does not swing. So with that, we will play Expressive Iteration. Okay, Okay, what do we get here? Okay, so... Kessick Flame Breather. Put back the island. Big score. So with this, we can then... Big score. We'll throw away the campus. We can draw 2 cards, make some treasures. Okay, so far so good. Kessick Flame Breather coming down. One of the trickiest things about this deck so far is it's tempting to hold up the treasures, but again, we're not casting big spells. We just want to go off with a bunch of little spells. So that's why we're just going to start casting stuff ASAP. And also, now that we have a pinger, we can then slow down our opponent from trying to gain too much life, and hopefully we'll get to at least one of our go-wide creatures that can make tokens for us. Faith's better. Oh. Alright, so our opponent right now is going to start going off here. This is okay, everybody. It's okay. Again, we're going to hang into this entire stream at the very minimum, at least until we get our 3 wins. That's the goal today. Prey upon. Oh, dear. Well, things are not looking too good for us. That's okay, everybody. We still have plenty of time to still come back and make this all work. So with that, so they can't attack or anything, but their ability is not an activated ability. It's a triggered ability. So that's not too bad for us. So in other words... we will toss out Strike It Rich. We can still ping our opponent here. Draw some cards. We will... Birthday Escape. Ping. Draw a card. The Ring tempts us. Silver Bluff. We need to try to find wherever one of our pingers is. Or, I'm sorry, not our pinger. We need to get to our creature token production. ASAP. If we can get that, then we definitely have a shot. Unfortunately, though, our opponent is slowly going off, but they are having to sacrifice quite a few things in order to build up their board. So it's scary right now, but it's not the end of the world right now. We still have time. A little bit of time left. Okay, we have to make disappear. How do we do this, everybody? Okay, so Pirate's Pillage. We will throw away the Guild Gate. We ping them. They go back down to 24. Draw 2 cards. Wow, we could not find any of our creatures right now that we need. We really do need this. Okay. Alright. Last chance right here, I guess. Desert of the Mindful being thrown away. We ping. Draw some more cards. Wow, we did not get what we need at all. So, I think this match might be over in a bit, everybody. That's okay. It's okay. Do we just bring in Balmor now? I guess we're going to have to. It's not what I want to do, ideally, but it's okay, everybody. Unless our opponent has some removal right now. Wow. Wow. Come on! Okay. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. Not mad at all. Okay. Alright. Well, this one may have been now, I guess, a loss. So, unfortunately, I'll just let our opponent do their thing. We're down to 4. So with that, Mishra's Bauble. Yes, I know I did not bring back our commander, but unless if we can get something right now, I think this match might be over. So, ping. Draw a card. Maestro's Theater. Doesn't help us at all. Alright, well, I think that's game, everybody. Okay, so we didn't quite manage to pull off what we wanted to there, but that's okay, everybody. That's okay. We still got time. We still have another shot at this, so we're definitely going to try again. Okay, so jumping back right into it. We got to, again, just fall down. We get right back up. That's how we're going to rock this, everybody. All right, so let's try this again. All right, everybody, here we go. We're going to be playing again our Balmor's Army, and this time around, we're looking a lot better. So we do have a little bit of card draw. We have some pingers. We have a Crackling Drake for later, Third Path Iconoclast, and a little bit of ramps. So I'm feeling pretty good about this one. This looks a lot better than the first game. Okay. So what are we playing against? Okay, Elias Ilcor. Oh, we actually played a deck that actually utilized this on a budget. So if you haven't seen this, I actually made a really cool deck utilizing this card. So check that out if you haven't already done so. It's on YouTube right now. But okay, here's what we're going to be doing. Okay, so to start our ramp like normal, maybe we put down Gutter Snipe first? Or no, actually we really should put down that Third Path Iconoclast. Okay. Fiery Inscription. Ooh, okay. Well, we definitely have some great pingers here, so... Put down the Arcane Signet. Actually, maybe we should have done the Third Path Iconoclast first. Okay, it's fine. It's fine, everybody. It's fine. Okay. Alright, Elias Core coming down. So, unfortunately, this does mean there's life gain and drain in this deck, which is going to be annoying. But that's fine, everybody. We can still make this all work. Third Path Iconoclast. And we pass. Okay, unless if our opponent has some removal, we should be able to slowly start building up our army here, which will be very helpful later on. Opponent, what do you got? Opponent's taking their time thinking about this. Huh. We ideally we would like at least one super cheap option here. Something that can help us out here. Knight of Dust Shadow. That does turn off life gain for us, but we don't have life gain for this deck, so I really don't care. That's fine. This is fine, everybody. Opponent will not swing. Prismari Campus. Again, not quite what I wanted, but that's okay. Fiery Inscription. This at the very least does trigger off to give us a soldier, which is nice. Put the ring on top of Third Path Iconoclast. No attacks. Okay, so here's what we hopefully can do. We can hopefully draw with big score here, and then hopefully we can start building up some of our stuff. Right? That should be okay. Am I right? Yeah, totally right. Okay, so opponent did a little bit of milling. What'd you get, opponent? What did you get? They got a Plains. Got some life. Alright, Plains. They go swinging. Can't block, unfortunately, which is sad, but that's okay. This is fine, everyone. No blocks. Down to 20. Okay, so, UC Pair Goblins. That'll be great for a little bit later on. So, we will big score. Throw away the Mischievous Chimera. Actually, no, yeah. Actually, we'll throw away Gutter Snipe. I love Gutter Snipe personally, but we already have Fiery Inscription out, so we ideally just need something else. Ooh, okay, so we got a pinger here. That's good. Electrostatic Field. Terramorphic Expanse. Sack. Okay, well, we're slowly building ourselves up here. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay. No attacks. Okay, so if we can just get at least another spell or two, we should be good to go. Am I right? Am I right? Okay. In any case, Attentive Sky Warden. Some of these cards I have never recognized for a while, but okay. Down to 18. Well, we're definitely getting a lot of our pingers, which is nice, but ideally, we really just need a little bit of card draw, and we should be okay here. It's tempting to bring in Balmor, but our opponent still has 4 cards in hand, so we're going to have to just wait just a smidge. At least the Chimera can block a little bit, right? That's totally fine. Okay, put down a Schwamp. What do you got, opponents? Savage Gorger, okay. Those flyers are going to be a bit of a problem for us if we don't get our Murmuring Mystic. Ideally, if we can get Murmuring Mystic, then we would have enough birds where we can just do our thing. Alright. Wait, that flies too? That's weird. Flying artifact? Okay, I'm cool with that. This is fine. Okay. What are you going to do, opponent? Do you swing? It's tempting to block that, but we're not going to. Wait, how did this work out? When you cast your first opponent during each opponent's... Okay. We gotta cast this here. And we'll make some more Gobos. Okay. Okay, our deck is slowly starting to go off, right? This is cool. This is exactly what you want the deck to do. Ooh, okay. We're going to keep that. That's good removal. Alright, so they start pumping that Savage Gorger, which is going to be a problem for us. But we do also have Fiery Impulse. So before we have our opponents start doing their thing here, we definitely start pinging them now. Down to 21. We will lose a life, which is unfortunate, but that's okay. Let's bring out now Crackling Drake, because this is a flyer, and we draw a card. Okay, Stern Scolding is okay for later, so no attacks yet. Okay, so we're getting close to where we are going to hit critical mass. If we can just get at least 1 or 2 more spells, I think we should be okay here. Fencing Ace, okay. Does our opponent swing? I don't think they actually would swing. Wait, they can't, right? There's no way for them to, without losing something. Okay, okay. We should be okay for a little bit. We're basically going to have to gum up the board at this point. Opponent is looking. Okay, command tower. All right. Well, I guess Balmor can come in now. Command tower. Kestic Flame Breather. No attacks yet. We're going to hold off. Okay, come on, deck. Come on. We need one good spell. But until then, Stern Scolding. So this goes off really quick. This is nice. This is, again, what you want the deck to do. Oh, man, we really need at least 1 or 2 card draw spells. And I think we could then be able to go off here. We can ping our opponent a ton here, which is not bad. But okay, Mischievous Chimera. Ooh, okay, okay. That's definitely a good hit. Okay, let's keep that there. Trample with First Strike. Hopefully that works for us. But okay, I'm feeling pretty good now. Okay. I think we might be able to pull it off next turn. I think so. Excuse me, everybody. Landing's hard. Okay, so everyone's hands are out. Is our opponent going to swing? Most likely not, of course. All right, so with this, here we go, everybody. Can we do this here? Come on, deck. Give us at least 1 good hit out of this. Warlord's Fury. Making our army. Building up everything. Ping, ping, ping. Draw a card. Desert of the Mindful. Not ideal, but we can cycle this right now. Come on, deck. 1 more card. Ooh, that's beautiful. Okay, I think we got the win right here. I think we got the win. Just hit the whole board, everybody. Yes, yes. Our whole deck does their thing. Get rid of stuff. They get to explore, which is annoying, but that's fine, everybody. I think we have enough right here where we can just go for a swing and just get the victory. Okay, opponent, go ahead, do your thing. Oh, man, I love this deck when it goes off. They ping us, which is annoying, but this is fine because look at big swing right here, everybody. Big swing. There's no way our opponent can stop all of this. They are tapped out and they got nothing. Just let me get the swinging, opponent. Come on. Let me just swing. Don't. There we go. Yes. I love this deck. Woo! Woo! Okay. Wow. Minus 33. I guess I went a little overboard there, but you saw right there, everybody. That's the deck for you. That's exactly what you want this deck to do. Oh, man. I love this deck. Even on a budget. Wow. The deck actually does its cool thing. I mean, it took a little bit of time for us to build everything, but you saw we got it. So that's our first win so far for this whole stream. And we got another... Wow, I cannot say words right now. Surveil land. So yay for us. I was really happy about that one. All right, and okay, well, we got a couple little gems here. That's always sweet to have. All right, so game 2. Feeling pretty good about that one. I'm definitely on that high. I'm feeling the high right now. Okay, so let's see. What are we going to play against this time? Let's see. Can we keep this good momentum going? Will we win, lose? Either way, we're still going to have some fun no matter what. So with that, all right, so... All right, though the creative outburst can give us the treasure we need to get us our ramp going and pinging. So do we keep this hand? I don't know. Do you guys think we should keep this one or should we mulligan? I mean, the mulligan's free, so I mean, I don't think it should hurt us, right? I'm not sure. Am I being too greedy holding this? I don't know. Okay. I think I'm going to keep this. I know. Please don't yell at me later on, everybody, but I think we can. So we'll put that down. What are we playing against? Finn the Finger. Okay. So our opponent is going to be playing... They'll be playing some... I'm guessing it's poison? Alright. This is fine. We can handle poison again. But not too bad, right? Okay. Ichor Basilisk. Death Touch and Toxic. So nothing yet. So we will throw away the Outburst. And we will go. Okay, slip out the back. Not too bad for now. So with that, how do we do this? Firebrand Archer coming in. And, well, we have some protection at least now. We got a miscast, and we do have a slip out the back. So we are okay for a little bit here. Is our opponent going to bring in their commander already? That's the question. Oh, okay. They might have a removal spell. Do they have something? Opponent? Okay. Finn's coming down. They go swinging. They do. All right, so with that, well, we're just going to have to take the hit for now, just for this time being. So we get a couple of counters. So we're up to 3. It's a little scary, but this is fine, everyone. What else you got, opponents? Nothing yet. Okay, cool. Flick a coin. Well, we can't do anything about that yet, so unfortunately we're going to have to pass here. Okay. Well, this is very awkward right now, but that's okay. It's okay. We still got plenty of time, everybody. Again, we're not, like, super rushing this. We're just having a little bit of fun here. Does our opponent swing? They do. All right. Well, this might be a very quick loss here if we don't at least get red mana. So, down to 22. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. We're up to 8 already. So we can't really afford any other hits at this point, which is unfortunate. Unless if our opponent here does have some kind of removal, or at least some kind of way. Kinker Bloom. Okay. Are they going to sack that immediately? They do not. Okay, so we did get our red, but is it too little too late at this point? So with that, how do we do this? I don't even know. Okay. Opponents? Okay. I don't know if we're going to be able to survive this next turn, everybody. I think we might have lost this one, but that's okay. We still have plenty of time, of course, to have some more fun. We're hopefully going to try to get a couple more wins, and we definitely want to at least finish the event before we are done with today's stream. So if nothing else, I don't think we're really going to have an option here because we didn't get our mountain until this late into the game, but that's okay. Totally okay with that. For those of you who are joining us right now, welcome, my fiery friends. Okay, hold on. So with that, miscast. Will you pay, opponents? Will they pay? But yes, for those of you who are joining us right now, again, we're just having some fun with Balmor's army. So this is, again, an Artisan Brawl for the Midweek Magic event. So that's why we're having a little bit of fun with this. Originally wanted to play this deck last week, but I misread what Wizards put on their website. But that's why, again, we're doing the stream now, at least before I can cram in some time before I go to my work. Okay. Ooh, they didn't pay for it. Interesting. Okay, that's totally cool. Does our opponent swing? They do. So with that... Alright, well this is our only shot here to at least survive for one whole turn. Just one turn. Fiery Impulse. Unless our opponent here has a protection spell. If they have a protection spell, then we are done. Okay, they don't. Alright. Alright, well, we can't afford anything else, so we're just going to have to do this. Not exactly what I want to see, but that's the best we can do right now, unfortunately. Alright, opponents. Oh, they ninjutsu. Wow, okay. So with that... Well, they can't really get any additional counters on that because, again, all it just does is just comes in, and then they can exile an artifact or enchantment. But we don't have any of that on the field, so it's fine. It's totally okay. Opponent. Land War Elves coming down. Alright, so we need at least something here. By some miracle, something. Fire Inscription. So, well, that doesn't really do it for us. Okay. Alright, alright, alright. I guess I'll concede here, everybody. I don't want to, honestly, but we didn't really have much of an option there to do anything else. But that's okay. We're just going to move on to the next match. We're just going to have some fun. We're going to keep on trying. We still, again, have to have 2 more wins at the very minimum. Maybe we'll play a couple matches again in regular Brawl before, again, we are done with the stream today. All right, so with that, let's go ahead. Let's give this another shot. If you are enjoying any of the streams, everybody, again, let me know in the comments below if you'd like me to try to see if I can get back to, again, a standard schedule where we might try streaming. It is a little bit hard with my line of work currently, but again, if those of you who enjoy the streams, be sure to, again, just give a like, follow, and subscribe, whether you want it, whatever you are watching. Speaking of watching, give a shout out below where you're watching the stream from. Are you watching Twitch, YouTube, maybe another location? Maybe even, I don't know, anybody actually watching on X? I don't think so. I actually don't know anybody that watches anything on X that's streaming. But you get the idea, everybody. In any case, Swiftwater Cliffs, tap, life gain. What are we playing against this time? Okay, so it's Ash Party Crasher. I haven't actually seen too many people play this card, but it's a neat little card. I kind of like it. All right, so Sardian Cliff Stomper here. What does this do again? Okay. Oh, it'll get a pump once we get more mountains. All right. Well, that's still a little ways away. So until then, Terramorphic Expanse. Sack. We have the Arcane Signet, but we, again, just want to start getting our ramp on ASAP. Pass the turn. Okay, so game plan right here. We can make some tokens later on. We have a Negate also, and a Is It Charm. So if we need to draw some cards into more action, we got options here at least. So with that, win, Lady of Rohan. All right, Lord of the Rings cards. That's cool. Equip. All right, it's a 1/5. Ooh, a whole 1/5 here. Okay, I'm totally scared here. Totally scared. All right. I probably shouldn't make fun of that. But anyway, all right. They give it its ability. They swing. Ooh, so scary. Down 1. Down to 25. Okay. All right. Cycle away the sensor. Okay, we got our mountain. That's cool. And a Forgotten Cave. Island down. Arcane Signet. Okay, so nothing else yet. We're just going to hold off for a smidge. All right, so opponent's getting their land drops well. Are they going to cast? They do not yet, so I don't feel prayer 1/1 human social creature token. Do we do anything about that? No. We'll let that go. Actually, we didn't really have a choice. We kind of have to let that go. All right, so they will do their thing. Lady of Rohan giving it first strike. Not that it really does anything against us, but that's totally cool. All right, down to 24 and down to 22. Okay, well, we still got time. We still got time to get it back to this fight. We definitely can still get back to this fight. All right. Throw away the masterpiece. Make a treasure token. And we pass. All right, back to us. So with that, mountain. Where is exactly our stuff? I don't know. But I'm going to bring down Balmor now, which is not exactly what I wanted to do. But we definitely need a way to kind of slowly kind of protect ourselves here, because we're going to start falling apart here pretty quick. Ideally, if we can just get one of our tokens, we will be good. Okay, opponent. Let's see. Well, I guess we'll just make this appear this. Gives Balmor a little bit of pump. So he's not like he's just going to be a pushover right now. Okay, so I think next time if we're going to play this, we're probably going to have to, maybe I should probably be mulliganing a little bit more for our matches here. But you know, if any of you out there have seen my gameplay, I have a bad habit, not going to lie. I tend to hold the hands that I have. I don't like to mulligan too much. And this time around, it's coming back to bite me. So it's cool. It's cool. It's totally cool, everybody. All right, we're going to have to just take the damage here. Down to 19. Down to 16. Ouch. Okay. That's okay. It's not too late to get back to this fight, everybody. So with that, Is It Charm? We're just going to have to just do some card draw here. Not what ideally I want to do. But we have to get to some stuff that we are going to need. So, Forgotten Cave. And what do we get rid of here? I guess we get rid of the Negate. I don't anticipate they have too many other non-creature spells. Okay, so with that. This is sorcery speed. Not ideal, but that's fine. So, what do we discard here? I guess we deduce? Okay. Right? That should have been the right hand, right? Okay. We draw some cards here. And how do we do this? Satyr's Cunning. Another token. Down to 22. Okay. Slowly but surely, I still feel like we can still hang in this fight. We will... Wait, do we want Baird? Okay, no. I just want to counterspell their commander. Okay, here it is. Ice out. So we have to bargain here. So with that, we get rid of our Satyr, but that's okay. Keep the commander off the field. Whew, okay. We're not down yet, everybody. We still can block for a little bit here. We got a little bit of time to go. Right? Can't play the commander for at least a couple turns, so that's okay. Or at least one turn. One turn at least. Yeah. Words are hard. Numbers are hard too. Okay. Okay, so they're going to give their pump to something. They get a little bonus off of that. Very annoying, but totally fine. It's fine, everybody. It's fine. We're not dead yet. So I guess we'll just block the Cliff Stomper. Down to 9. All right, deck. We need something. We are not getting anything. Oh, boy. Oh, jeez. We'll make Satyr's Cunning. Make a token. Oh, wait. That token can't block, can it? Well, okay. Well, I think we're going to not win this one here. Okay. I can make another token, but I think we're at a point where we're not going to pull this victory off either. So, okay, wait. Yeah, we're just going to concede. Okay, that's fine, everybody. It's fine. We're totally okay here. I know that didn't work out hell, but it's totally cool. Okay, so, shaking it off here. Yeah, okay. All right, so I'm feeling good. We're not, again, this is, again, a no pressure situation because we only have to worry about just getting our wins. That's all we're just trying to do today. We're just having a little bit of fun out here. We're all just hanging out here. So again, hopefully you guys are all having fun out there. Let me know again in the comments below, like, let yourself know where you guys are trying to watch this from. Because again, I'm trying to multi-stream here. I have no idea where everybody's coming from because the way this stream thing is set up, it's kind of hard for me to figure out where exactly y'all are at. So let me know again where you're watching from, whether it's Twitch or YouTube or whatever, because I'm trying to figure out again what's the best place I should be focusing these streams towards. But until then, okay. So we got this time, we got a Lightning Axe, Satyr's Cunning, Raid Bombardment for a little bit of ping. We got Murmuring Mystic. We don't have that many lands, but I feel like we can get to what we need eventually. So I'm feeling like we can keep this, and we can hopefully just build out what we need. Okay, so unfortunately we're playing against Terralasa again. That's cool. It's cool. I'm not angry. We're gonna just make it work. All right, Forgotten Cave down tapped. Now we just need to get at least to one blue source, and we can then eventually cast these cards here. All right. Oh, okay. Well, that worked. Okay, that's cool. So with that, we will play... Well, we can't really do anything right now because... Okay, hold on, everybody. Thinking about this for a second here. All right. So with that, we're going to wait for a second here because I don't know what they're going to get. If they're going to cast their commander, then we will then have to get rid of things with the Lightning Axe. They go swinging. All right, down to 23. Do you cast anything, opponent? They do not. All right. So with that, Roadside Reliquary. What do we do here? Tempting. Okay. What do we do here, everybody? Okay. I think we got to hold off a little bit. I know. It's not as exciting, but again, I'm just trying to think ahead. How do we get out of this? As soon as you start putting creatures down, that's where we're going to have a problem. Okay, if we can get to at least one more land, we might have a shot. Do they swing? They do. All right, so I think we're going to just Lightning Axe it just to deal with that. So we throw away Satyr's Cunning. Unless if they have some kind of protection. Oh, please don't tell me you have protection, opponents. Are they really going to protect this one card here? This one card? Really? Wow, they actually did have protection for it. Okay. That's fine, everybody. I'm not mad. They actually protected that card. All right, down to 21. Okay, so we at least got another spell here, but it's not quite what we want yet, so I'm just going to do it this time. I want to see if they actually are willing to cast another card to protect it. It'd be hilarious, however, if they actually spend all their mana just to protect this one card. Wow, they actually do. Okay, but that's okay. So here's what we're going to do. We miscast. Do you pay, opponent? Do you have another spell in hand to protect it? They don't. Okay. Whew. Surge of Salvation. Ow. Come on. It's okay, everybody. I'm not mad. Really annoying. But we did manage to get rid of a lot of the spells in their hands, so I guess that's okay, right? So, unfortunately, this does mean the card's now going to start going off here. So they start doing their scrying. Again, annoying, but we still have time. We're at 19. Alright, expressive iteration. Well, that may help us out now, so I guess we're just going to have to cast it. We're not hitting our land drops. Oh, wow. Of course, Arena does this to me. They have all the drops right here on the next 3 turns. But okay, it's fine. Alright, so in any case, so I guess we'll just mountain. I guess we'll just get mountain, island, and desert. Oh, wow. I messed that up. Okay. Put that down, the tap land. Alright, so, at the very least now, we can get Murmuring Mystic down on the next turn, and we can start hopefully just building up some birds. And maybe that should be enough to help us go off. Okay, Unexpected Windfall. So we have Mountain. Murmuring Mystic, which is actually not too bad, because it is a good blocker for the time being. Unless if our opponent starts pumping up their creature with life gain, we should be okay for a little bit. Bang of Shigeki. Scary, but again, that's not bad. We also have a Raid Bombardment, too. Grasp of Fate. Okay. This is getting really frustrating, everybody. But again, I shouldn't get mad. It's just a game, everybody. It's just a game. I'm not mad whatsoever. Okay. Any case. Alright, so, Mountain. Mischievous Chimera. How do we do this? Okay, place the mountain down, and we will pass here. So ideally, now all we just need to find a way to either get rid of their creatures, or, well, let's see. I guess we can just start scoring with the Mischievous Chimera. So with that, make some tokens. Okay, well, we got some card drop. That's okay, right? Block here. Okay, well, at least the Death Touch creature is out of the way, so that's fine for us. That buys us time. Okay, so with the way things are going right now, I think we're going to have to eventually put down Raid Bombardment now. And we will play Balmor. They have 2 other cards in hand, so I don't know what the odds are. Well, 3 cards now. I don't know what the odds are that they may actually have something in hand here, but we're going to try to hopefully Balmor will stick around. If we can at least keep him out a bit, and we can start making some tokens, maybe we have a better shot than I think. We can chump block all day the Moon Dancer as long as we get some tokens out. That should be fine. Despero's relevant. Oh dear. Jeez. Really? Okay. Well, I mean, they got the Chimera, which is annoying, but that's just fine, everybody. It's not the worst. They swing. We have to block here. We're only down to 8 at this point, so we're a little low here. Firebrand Archer. Not quite what I wanted to see right now, but it's okay. So with that, Firebrand Archer, Unexpected Windfall, throwing away the Radical Idea. Ping our opponent. Draw some cards, make some treasures. Well, again, the Mountain into Satyr's Cunning is not quite what we want, unfortunately. Wow, this is really getting a little frustrating here. But it's okay, it's okay. The key, again, is I try not to get mad at these because, again, we're just trying to have some fun here. But it is, not going to lie, a little annoying here to deal with this stuff. But it's okay. Do some more pinging. Make a token. It's not a token that we can really block with, unfortunately. So we're just going to get in some cheap damage here. Okay. So, it's a 5-5 right now, everybody. Can we survive a little bit longer? We just need a way to stabilize. God, if I really was able to just get rid of that Impassioned Orator, we would be totally fine right now. Pick your poison. Wow. Are you serious? Come on! Okay. Sorry, everybody. I'm not mad. Not mad. Okay. It's okay. Alright. So, we're going to have to just take the damage. We're going to try to survive 1 more turn or so, and hopefully we should be okay. So with that, Balmor coming down. We will Lonely Sandbar, cycling it away. Come on, deck. Well, not quite what we wanted, but I guess that can help out a little bit. No attacks. All right, opponents. They still have us on the ropes here, but we're not out yet. Colossal Majesty. Do you swing, opponents? Well, I mean, they're obviously going to swing. They have the advantage here. What do we lose, though? I think... Oh, they're not swinging? Oh. Okay. I don't know why they didn't swing. Maybe they thought we actually had something in hand, but okay. That does buy us some time. So, Crackling Drink helps us draw a card. Ooh, okay. So, this can help us stabilize this smidge. Ping. Okay. We're not dead yet, everybody. I'm actually a little surprised, but okay. Get an island. Get some life back. Play the island. And we will pass here. Okay. Well, Crackling Drake now stops the Terror Lassa, but so I'm feeling good about that. But, okay. How much longer can we hold out? That's the question here. That is the real question. Okay, so Cleric class. They go up to level 2. Do you swing, opponents? But now they have a clock too, because we have a Crackling Drake, which is actually really helpful against our opponent here. So with that, we'll play Radical Idea. Throw away the Desert of the Fervent. Do some pinging. Down to 20. Draw a card. Okay, well, Is the Charm's not bad. Ooh, okay, Cathartic Pirate. That's also helpful too. So with that, how do we do this? Okay, so I think... Wait. How do we do this, everybody? Okay. Swing with the Crackling Drake. Okay, opponents. Well, we now have the advantage. So, all we just have to do is play out our hand here as smidge. And I think we might be able to actually get around this. We might actually be able to win here. I think we can. Okay, planes. What do you got, opponent? You might have at best now a turn in order to beat us. But we actually, I think, have this. Create a treasure token. If they tap, they gain a life. That does pump up the Terralassa a little bit here, which is scary, but that's fine. We can block it. That's okay. They get some pump from their stuff here. But I think we might be able to pull this off. Unless if they have a way of beating out the Crackling Drake, I think we can win. Swallow hole. Oh, okay. Well, all right. So, how do we do this here? Okay. Wait, how do we get out of this? Can we get out of this here? Oh, no. Oh, no. No, I don't want to lose right here. Okay. Wait, how do we do this? Okay. So. Okay. So, with that. Okay. Down to 12. Take out their life gain there. How do we do this here? Okay. So, unfortunately, we lose our creature there. They will go swinging. Or not. Okay. Roadside Reliquary. Sack it to draw a card. Okay, strike it rich. Can we pull this off here, everybody? Our opponent now is getting a little wary. Swing with Balmor. Ping down to 11. Down to 10. Okay. We're not out of this yet, everybody, but again, we're very close here. We could still chump block if we have to with Thermal Alchemist, Electrostatic Field, or Firebrand Archers. So, this is very close. This is actually a little bit more closer than I thought it was going to be. But that swing we had earlier with our Drake did manage to close the gap a ton. Okay, so our opponent draws a card here. But they might be tapping out in a moment here, and we also have Stolen Izzet Charm in hand, so I think we might be able to pull this off here. I don't know. Do you guys think we still have a shot? I think we have a shot. Conclave Mentor. If that dies, they gain life, but we're not worried about that. They make a treasure token, so they get a little bit of ramp. Okay. All right, opponent. Well, for those of you who are joining us right now, we're very close to pulling off a win here. If we can just get through our opponent here. Okay. They make a food. They get some pump. But I don't think that's enough. Okay. He's probably going to swing right now with... Oh, wait, hold on. Does that have trample? No! It has trample! Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Okay, okay. Can we block it? Okay. So we have... Let's see. Hold on. How much do we need here? Okay. Block. Block. Okay. Is that enough? Okay, so here... Wait, how do we do this? Oh, wait, no. Wait, this is a burn spell, right? Yes! Okay. Wait, no, it's target creature. Okay. I guess we take out... Rosy Cotton. So that does give us a little bit of ping here. Down to 9, down to 8. Take out the creature there. Okay. Well, we're not dead yet. Okay. Down to 3. Whew! Wow, that was a little too close there. Okay. So I think in order to pull this off here... Okay. So I think we do this way. So, strike it rich. We ping. Down to 7. Get some pump. Okay. With that, we satyrs... Wait, no. Hold on. Okay. Strike it rich again. We do another ping. I think we won. I think we did it. Okay. Sacrifice 2 cards here. Exile them. Oh my god, I think we pulled it off. Counterspell our own card here. Yes. Oh my god, I think we did it. I think we did it. We did it. Yes, we did it. We got there. Ah, we swing. We get the win. Woo! Wow, that was a win right there. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm so glad I got that on stream. All right, that was so awesome. Wow, I really thought we were going to lose that one, but we actually pulled it off. Woo! Oh man, that was sweet. That was so sweet. Oh man, I'm so feeling so good about that one. All right, so you saw right there, wow, with just a little bit of careful navigating there, we were running a little janky there, but we somehow managed to pull a win out of that. I couldn't believe that. Part of me feels like we had no business winning that one, but yeah, you saw. That was so sweet. I love that one. That was a great match. So what do we get? All right, what do we get? What do we get? Connecting the dots. Wait, what is this card? Okay. I don't think I know anybody that plays this card, but okay, whatever. I was feeling pretty good about that one. So yeah, we can get one more win here. And after that, we'll probably play a couple more matches in regular Brawl to see how well this deck does. And mostly that's going to be it for the stream. So we're pretty much at the halfway point. I know I don't do super long streams because, again, I do work what I like to say is my adult regular job, at least until we get to a point that maybe someday we can stream and do YouTube content for full time and make money off of that. But at least until then, we're just still trying to build up our support here. So again, if you're enjoying the content and if you do like what you're watching, again, you don't know what to do. Like, follow, and subscribe wherever you are watching this content. Ideally, hit me up, at least ideally on YouTube, because that's mostly where I focus my stuff. We haven't done much on Twitch in years, but we're hopefully going to slowly try to make our way back to this. So until then, thank you again for those of you that are watching the stream and having fun with this. But in any case, okay. Breathing in now. Whew. And we're going to have some fun with this next match. Okay, so with that, we got a Mishra's Bauble, Electromancer, Creative Outburst, and Seize the Spoils. Okay, so we don't really have a game plan per se with this, but do we keep this hand? It's not too bad here because we can get a lot of stuff, but we're not pushing our board state that much. Okay. Let's mulligan this time. I want to see if we can get at least one of our go-wide creatures. Okay. Well, we got a Gutter Snipe, so that does give us a pinger, so that's ideally what we want. We got a Faithless Looting. Okay, we're going to keep this hand. The Arcane Signet will give us the blue mana we're going to need to cast things off, and it does give us our third land drop, technically, in order for us to get our win here. So, Desert of the Fervent, it's a Mountain, Arcane Signet, Gutter Snipe, and I think we should be okay with that, right? Am I right? I'm right, totally. In any case, okay. We have one more win. We just need to finish with the Midweek Magic event, and then we will move on to maybe just doing some regular Brawl for the remainder of the stream. So hopefully you're all feeling good about that one. For those of you who are joining us, welcome again. Let me know again if you're able to in the chat below. Wow, I cannot talk right now, but you get the idea. Basically, just let me know, where are you watching the content from? I'm still curious to figure out, like, who is watching me where, because I want to see where I need to slowly start focusing some of my streaming content to. I'm going to, again, keep multi-streaming when I can, but ideally, I'm just trying to figure out, like, who is coming from what area. So, yeah, give a shout-out when you can. I would love to see who is watching from where. Because I think I'm streaming to, like, what, 4 or 5 different platforms at this point? I don't know. I've lost count. I just put it into the streaming thing and just go with it. But in any case, Arcane Signets, and we'll pass. Okay, so game plan right now, everybody. We got Gutter Snipe, and we do have Electrostatic Field. So we got Pingers, which can help us slowly just drain out our opponent here. Speaking of draining, they're playing Obira, Dreaming Duelist. This is a really cool card, and that means they're probably playing, yeah, they're playing Dimir Fairies, which is totally cool. I actually made a standard deck that's super budget, that's Fairies. So if you're interested, check out that video. It actually is a pretty awesome way to get into Fairies in standard for a super ultra budget. I think I only used 4 rares for that deck, so really awesome. I would highly recommend that one. But in the meantime, opponent's taking their sweet time here. What are they thinking? They have a whole hand, so I'm sure they have something to play, right? Am I right? Okay, so they can put down their island. We need ideally a blue source at some point, but we can make do with what we got. All right, they draw a card. Byra gonna swing? They do. All right, down to 22. All right, so we got our Volatile Fjord. So with that, we'll put down the mountain first. And here's how we do this. We will play Gutter Snipe first. And do we do this now? I think we'll do it now. Ping our opponent. They go down to 23. Draw some cards. Raid Bombardment, and is it Guildgate? So we're going to have to toss away something here. Okay. Okay, what do we toss away, everybody? I think the Raid Bombardment. I want to keep the Raid Bombardment, but we don't have enough creatures to go wide with it. So we're going to drop that, and we'll drop the Guildgate. Keep at least one of the sources we're going to need for the next turn or so. Alright, so they got an island. Maybe we should be playing more basics. I know, somebody's probably yelling at me right now, play more basics, Infernoman. I don't know. Let me know in the comments below. Should I be playing more basics? I mean, if you saw the deck tech earlier, I only run 20 in this deck, so it's 10 islands and 10 mountains. That's enough, right? Right? I don't know. Alright, so opponent pings us down again. They go swinging probably with their fairies, because we can't block them with Gutter Snipe, unfortunately. But that's okay. We still got plenty of time. Wow, we're getting nothing but mountains. Where are our islands? Okay, maybe I am getting punished for playing too many tap lands. But in any case, okay, so we will play Electrostatic Field. Will they block with this one? No, we're not going to swing. It's greedy to swing when you just need your pingers to do their pings, so we're going to hold off. I'm also expecting at some point some removal, so we're going to keep up that mana for negate. Whew, okay, so right now our current state is 4 mana, they got 4 mana, they got 3 creatures, we got 2 pingers out, and an Arcane Signet, and we still haven't cast Balmor yet. Although technically Electrostatic Field can't really swing. Gutter Snipe technically can, so we'll see what are they going to try to do here. Oh boy. Alright, so opponent's taking their sweet time thinking about this. Hopeless Nightmare. Do we counter that? I think we'll counter that. If they have a counter for it, that's fine. We're just trying to get our pings in. Alright, opponent, come on. Thinking about it. Take the ping. 21. Down to 20. Does this get counterspelled? It does. Okay. Neat. Opponent taking their sweet time. What exactly are you thinking about, opponents? If it was me, I have to think about again, what am I having for dinner tonight? I mean, I'm going to be on the clock. So, for those of you who don't know what I do, if anybody's curious, like, let's just say I work for a mouse, and I'll just leave it at that. I'll leave you up to interpret that how you will. Okay, opponent is still trying to figure out what they're going to do here. Are they going to bounce something? They keep looking at my creatures. Okay, we're down to 13. Okay. I guess they figured out what they're trying to do. Alright, opponents. Still looking. If they have a bounce spell, Okay, so they have an enchantment. I'm surprised why they didn't just do that earlier, but whatever. It's fine. You live your life, opponent. You live your life how you want. Okay, so how do we get out of this, everybody? Let's see. Okay, so this does give us the maximum amount of value. So, Mentor's Guidance. So with that, we get a little bit of pump here. Okay, this is fine. This is totally fine. Unless if they have a counterspell. They shouldn't have a counterspell, am I right? They have an island up. Should I be scared? Opponent's thinking. Demir players definitely like to think a lot on this stuff. But I guess I shouldn't talk because I play a little bit of everything. Okay, if our opponent had a counterspell, they kind of missed their shot because we still get a value out of this. Okay, so how do we do this here? Okay, we'll put the island back because we have our blue source. We just need actually more creatures. So we ping here. Unfortunately, because it does have Magecraft, we can't get any additional bonuses off of the copy, but that's cool. We're still just trying to ping down our opponent here. Down to 17. Mentor's Guidance. Okay, flick a coin. We'll keep that. So with that, mountain down. And how do we do this here? Do we play Balmor now? I think we should play Balmor now. It seems a little awkward to do it, but we need also a way to block for a smidge. Okay. Caw-caw! Okay. How's my bird? Good? Okay. Any case. Okay, opponents. You basically now have a free shot here, opponent. We don't have any way of blocking for a... Well, we definitely can block, but I mean, well, we don't have a way of casting any other spells. But it's okay, everybody. I'm feeling good right now. Opponent's looking at our stuff. Electrostatic Field. Yes, they're looking at Balmor. Balmor doesn't really help out too much with this. Ooh, they got Stab Wound. That's a little awkward for us. That's okay. That's totally cool, everybody. We'll take the damage for the time being. Because we don't really need to worry about this too much. All we just need to do is just start pumping. Okay, no blocks. Okay, so how do we get out of this? We can still ping with Mischievous Chimera if we need to. But I think what we need to do is... we need some way of blocking everything. I would really love to see if we can go off a little bit with our creatures here. But... okay, so we ping here. So we're gonna... I guess we're on the ping game plan now to try to get to win our victory here. But is it gonna be enough? I don't know. Alright, ping, ping, ping. Damage to them. Draw a card. Demand answers. We do lose a little bit of life. Okay, so with that... Mischievous Chimera. Do you have an answer, opponents? Do you have an answer? They do not. Okay. Can't swing because this is 0-1, which is awkward, but that's okay. Okay, opponent. What do you got? So again, also, while you're all watching, what do you think of the deck so far? We're going to, of course, do a wrap-up at the end of the stream, but how would you rate this deck? Do you like what you're seeing right here? Are you enjoying what this deck is trying to do? I think that's the question I'm trying to figure out right now is, would you play this deck in Arena or even in paper? It actually is pretty super awesome in budget. Like, I actually did the number, and this deck only is going to cost you, I think, $35, $36. So that's actually not too shabby for this kind of deck. Okay, so with this... what do we do here? Okay, I think we will... what do we do here? We have to sacrifice an artifact. Okay. We'll throw away the Arcane Signet. It does look a little awkward to get rid of our Mana Rock, but we're definitely going to need it, of course, just to do some damage here. Even if our opponent has a counterspell. We are closing in, and we're actually not too far away from a win here. All we just need is a way to just stall out for a little bit longer. Okay. Pump our creatures. They probably will not swing then, if we know our opponent here. Elemental Masterpiece. Okay, well, that's not too bad for later. Our opponent could swing, but that might not be enough for them. We'll see right now. Can we survive at least a little bit longer? Do they swing? Okay, they do not. So, with that, end the festivities. Okay, so how do we get out of this? How do we get out of this, everybody? I think faithless salvaging. Okay, can we pull this off here? Maybe. Down to 7. We discard a card. We will throw away Disruption Protocol. Draw a card. Okay, so let's see. How do we do this, everybody? Okay. No attacks yet. We pass. Oh, actually, I realized I should have done end the festivities also. That's okay. That's okay. We can still survive. Just a little bit. Invasion of Kamigawa. Okay. Okay, so with that, we counter spell. Whew, okay, we're getting close here. Wow. We are barely surviving, everybody, but we are looking pretty good right here. I think we might be able to pull it off on the next turn. I think we might have gotten a win again here. Okay, opponent's just doing their desperation swing. So with that, we have to block. We don't have a choice on that one. But I think we got the win here. Okay, Balmor comes back. And I think we got the win right here. We did it. We did it. Down to 1. We'll throw away the unexpected windfall. Draw a card off of that. We did it, everybody. End the festivities. We end the stream. Or actually, not end the stream. But we end, of course, the match with an end the festivities. Yes. There we go. Okay. Wow. The deck actually pulls it off with pinging. I was actually really impressed with that one. I, again, was not expecting us to get a win like that. But I'll take it. I will definitely take it. Not too bad, everybody. This deck is pretty awesome. Okay, so looking at the clock right now of our stream, we have a little bit of time left. So here's how we're going to do this. So we get our card right here. We will claim. What did we get for our prize? We got, okay, so we got this card here. We got the card style. That's kind of cool, right? That looks kind of neat. I don't think I'm going to play this card, but it's cool at least. Okay. In any case, here's how we're going to do this now. Head back to the home screen. Wow, that deck actually did really well here. So, you know what? Let's do it. We're going to play for a little bit before we end the stream. We're going to play some regular Brawl, and we're going to play that super budget deck. Is it possible for it to actually make its wins here? We just need to do one quick little edit. Since this was technically designed for Artisan Brawl, we have to switch it back over to regular Brawl. So we'll do that real quick as soon as it does its thing. All right, we go back. And let's see how well the deck does in a regular Brawl match. As is. No rares, no mythics, but that's exactly how we rock our channel here. For those of you who are joining us, again, if you are interested in seeing some of the hottest budget deck techs out there, definitely check out my channel if you haven't done so already. We have a ton of videos where you don't have to pay all that much to play some really awesome decks in Magic the Gathering Arena. Most of them are only going to cost you about 8 to... at most, maybe 12 rares. I try to keep it lower than 12 rares. Some of our decks have a small exception where they're only going to be maybe like 14 rares, but those are mostly like the expensive timeless decks. But otherwise, we're going to then take, again, this deck that we just finished in Historic Artisan, and we're going to try to see how well we do with a deck that doesn't have any rares or mythics in Brawl. So let's keep this hand. We got Environmental Science. We have our Young Pyromancer. We're going to see if we can go off a big time with Balmor here. All right, so Mountain. I'm feeling really good right now about this whole deck right here. I actually might convert over one of my current decks, maybe into like a Pauper Commander deck. I don't know. But until then, what are they playing? Oh boy. Oh dear. It's Prosper, everybody. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. I'm not gonna be mad about that one. So with that, let's play a Mountain. Environmental Science. Let's get out a mountain. Actually, not a mountain. I mean an island. We're gonna get an island. So we can fix our mana here just as midge. Okay, so this is again just the rest of the thing, everybody. We finished our whole Midweek Magic, but now we're just going to take the deck that we built for Midweek Magic, and we're going to see how well it holds itself in a format such as this, which is a little bit stronger, but hopefully we might be able to go off. So with that, Let's see how well the deck does. Win or lose, it doesn't matter. I just want to see how well the deck performs ultra budget in a more powerful format. All right, so they have a Bone Crusher Giant here. However, this is going to seem a little awkward, but I'm going to actually hit our own creature. This will deny them the Bone Crusher Giant completely. So we lose our Pyromancer, but Bone Crusher now goes to the graveyard, so they can't cast it later. Oh boy. Things you got to do sometimes to play this game. Ren's Resolve, so they do some exiling, because Prosper does exiling things. Love to see it. Love to see it. Okay, in any case, let us play Volatile Fjord. Go swinging with a cute little elemental here, and pass. Okay, so all we just need to do is just go super wide with our tokens, maybe burn out our opponent, and we can totally win a match, right? That's totally easy, right? Okay. Opponent's got 3 cards in hand. They have cards in exile here, but they're not casting Prosper yet. Okay, they got Black Market Connections, but we do have a counterspell for that. We can't afford that card to go off. That's a really powerful card. I do like the card, but we can't afford to let our opponent use that. No, no, no. Phyrexian Arena. All right, well, they're going to start getting some massive value from that. Goblin Electromancer. Mountain. Go swinging with our cute little token here. We have a big score here, which is nice, and Flick a Coin. So these can help us, again, do a little bit of extra ramp if we need to. Opponent's down to 24. Can we get there? All right, opponents, taking their time to think about it. While they're thinking, let me know also, for those of you that do watch my stuff also on YouTube, what are you interested in seeing in the future? I would like to know, again, since we mostly focus again on super budget deck techs, what would you like to see more of? I did put a poll out there for some of you that didn't see it. We have a poll right now that's going on about what would you like to see for me to do mostly in Arena. So with that, okay, our opponent is trying to do their stuff here. So with that, let's throw away Creative Outburst for cheaper. I'm going to try to do some card draw, do some ramping. All right. We will flick a coin. We're just trying to draw some more cards. That's what we're trying to do right now to hopefully get to what we need. All right. We discard a card, so it'll be the Desert of the Fervent, which is fine. All right, back down to one cute little elemental again. Blood Moon. Oh, boy. Well, that hurts us, but at the same time it doesn't. Since our deck, again, can get around stuff like that because we have enough basics, I believe. All right, Balmor. Mountain. Cavalcade of Calamity. Do some pinging. Down to 22. Okay. Well, again, we're not doing too shabby, despite the fact that now we're getting Blood Moon here, which is annoying. But this is fine, everyone. We're okay. We can totally get around this. Chandra Torch of Defiance. So that probably means they might be ticking down right now. Oh boy. But it's okay, everybody. Remember, again, this is a super budget deck, so we have to kind of roll with the punches here. It doesn't matter whether we win or lose with this deck. We're just trying to see how well it can perform in a format that normally, you know, you can play pretty much whatever. So I think we're doing decently well with all things considered, the fact that we are just ultra budget. All right. Opponent is... You're going down. Are they going to cast Prosper now? Is that what I'm guessing? I'm assuming they have to cast Prosper now. This is probably their best turn to do it. Or not. Children's Edict. Okay. So with that, I think we're just going to do it now. I know we get pump off of it, but it doesn't really do anything. All I'm just trying to do right now is just dig for something we actually do need. Okay, an island. Well, we're going to need the island, I guess, just to get around the Blood Moon, which is, again, it's annoying. This is fine. Okay, well, we did need 2 islands. Thank you, deck. But okay, okay. Cast it again. Island. Paying our opponent. Well, okay, we're doing stuff. So if they tick down, that means they lose Chandra. So I guess that puts it in a bad spot. Yay? Okay. Either case.
My lucky day.
They make some mana. Prosper's coming down. Oh boy. Here comes the value train against us. Goody gumdrops, everybody. It's totally cool. It's totally cool. I am not mad whatsoever. Nope. Nope. Not at all. Okay. Molten Collapse. Alright. Balmor's starting to get a little more expensive, everybody, which is annoying. But it's fine. It's fine. We can still get around this stuff. Crackling Drake. Draw a card. Okay, well, Slip Out the Back's not too shabby, right? No attack now, unfortunately, but we just need to get a couple more cards to get back into this fight. It's not impossible. Right, they make a treasure. Prosper doing Prosper things. Yay. They try to hit the Drake, so we're going to protect that by making it slip out the back. Alright. I don't think our opponent's going to attack, obviously. Ancient Copper Dragon. Okay. Yeah, big boy. Scary, but okay. Take the damage. We're down to 26. Gets a little bit of extra stuff there. Alright, so with that, Fiery Inscription. The ring tempts us. So with that, we'll put it on there. We will swing at Chandra. Chandra goes bye-bye. Okay, well, at least Chandra's off the field, right? That's totally cool. Oh man, we just need at least a couple of spells to go off, and I think we might be able to pull off a victory here. Reckless Fireweaver. Okay, we're gonna try to burn us out, I guess, with treasures. Sir Ginger, the Neolender. I do like this card. I would love to make maybe, I don't know, maybe when Modern Horizons 3 comes out, maybe we'll look at Sir Ginger for, I don't know, like a budget Brawl deck. Let me know again if you do want to see that. If you guys, again, want to see certain things be made or at least considered, I would love to hear from all of y'all. So with that, we'll take the damage with Ancient Copper Dragon. I know. It's gonna be risky here, but... Okay. Oh, wait, hold on. I totally forgot about that trigger ability there. Wow, I'm going to get yelled at for that one. Someone's going to yell at me somewhere. Friends that watch this later or whatever. It's fine. You know what? I'm not even going to be bothered by that. So with that, I'm guessing our opponent now is just going to try to then just pump up their Sir Ginger here. Right? I would assume that's what they're doing. Okay, so I don't know if we're going to be able to get out of this now at this point. If we can just maybe, I don't know, like by some miracle chain off a bunch of spells. Maybe that's how we do it. Okay. In any case, so with that, we ping our opponent for 1. We then, I guess we just, I don't have no idea. I don't think we have a way of beating our opponent here, everybody. Down to 19. Alright, Sir Ginger does his pump. It doesn't really matter because, again, we just do damage anyway. Because the ring has already tempted our little elemental here, so Sir Ginger can't even block. Maybe we should have cast Balmor first. I don't know. Wait, would that have actually made a difference? Hold on. I guess no, I don't think it would have. Down to 9. Yeah. Alright. We just couldn't beat that one. But that's okay, everybody. That's okay. Remember that, again, this is a budget deck. So there's only so much you can do with a deck that has no rares or mythics. And then seeing how well it does. So with that, let's just jump right back into another match. And we're just going to have some fun with this still. I still think the deck is actually underrated. I mean, yes, people play these cards, but I don't think people estimate correctly what this deck is capable of, or at least with our combination of stuff, despite the fact that we don't have any rares or mythics. So let's give it a little bit more time. maybe we might be able to get a couple wins out of this one. Just a couple wins. Even if we don't, I'm still having fun playing this deck. I'm actually really surprised at how well it's doing, despite all things considered with our limitations. Okay, so our opponent here is playing Brawl, so we might be in for a miserable match. Oh, I don't know yet. We're going to see. Let's keep what we have. We have Molten Tributary. Put that down first. Arcane Signet comes down on turn 2, and then we can hopefully start building up our stuff here. So with that mountain, Arcane Signet. All right. We will slowly start building up everything. But I worry that our opponent is going to have nothing but counterspells in hand, which is going to be absolutely miserable. And with that, we'll pass the turn. What do you got, opponent? Nothing yet. All right. So with that, I'm a little scared they're going to have a bunch of counterspells. But until then, throw away the masterpiece. Make a treasure. Okay, opponent? Nothing. All right, great. So with that, Thermal Alchemist. I think this is going to be our safest thing to cast right now. Unless they got a counterspell. Opponent is thinking. What are you thinking, opponent? You probably have like a 50 million counterspells in that hand of yours. Absolutely disgusting, by the way, if they do. But it's fine. I mean, it's going to come with the territory if you're going to play a card like Brawl, so I expect that to be in hand. There's not much we can do about that. We're just going to have to see. There it is. There it is. Okay, so with that, I guess Balmor can come down now. So even if, again, things happen, we can still cast him. We can still get pump off of him, even if they counterspell us. But let's see. What is exactly our opponent's game plan here besides maybe counterspelling? I would assume card draw. Am I right? Maybe a couple bounce spells? All right. So we only have a null right now. It's not the counterspell we want ourselves, but that's fine. We can make it work. Okay. Fiery Impulse. How do we do this? I think we just pump up Balmor here. Even if they counterspell us right now, I'm not too worried about that because, again, all we're just trying to do is just get Fiery Impulse to trigger off. Maybe that can get rid of Brawl for a little bit here. For a deck like our opponents, we have to find a way to get kind of like around their stuff. So with that, okay, what do we pick here? Okay, Lofty Denial, Demand Answers to the bottom, and Mishra's Bauble to be playable now. Because they're obviously not going to counter a free spell. We swing here. Come on, opponent. Tap out. Tap out, tap out, tap out. No, they're not going to tap out. Of course they're not going to tap out. Why am I saying that? Of course they're going to want to hold on to everything because they're probably just having a lot of card draw and counter spells. I mean, that's obviously what they're going to want to do. Okay, so with that, do we counter this? Okay, let's see. Do you counter this, opponent? Watch, they just might. Opponents? There it is. Okay, so with that, I'm going to see what our next card is. It's a mountain. Okay, well, we do need lands. And with that, all right, so all or nothing here. Do you have another counterspell, opponent? They do not. Okay. Whew. Okay, well, that gives us a little bit of time now. Whew. I don't like the play pattern of this card. I understand it's actually a really good card, but I just don't want to deal with the counter spells the whole match. So we have to basically get underneath our opponent here in some way, shape, or form. Opponent here will go swinging. Draw a card. Draw another card. Okay, well, Wash Away is not too shabby here. That's actually pretty awesome. So with that, Crackling Drake. We draw a card. Seize the spoils. No attacks. Okay, so at least Wash Away will prevent our opponent from doing their shenanigans, at least for a little bit. All right, opponent is looking at Crackling Drake.
Card's only going to get stronger as the match goes on unless our opponent starts bouncing it. Okay, opponents. What do you got? Raven form. Wow. Okay. That's annoying and very frustrating for us, but that's fine, everybody. This is fine. We can still, even we can make a bird still work. So with that, how do we do this here? I guess Kessick Flame Breather. Remember that again, our biggest advantage with our deck is we're pretty low to the ground, so we can definitely cast some things, get underneath our opponent's counter spells, and then we'll just hold off a little bit until we actually need to start doing some card draws. So we're not in a bad shape. We're just going to be a little, we have to find a way to get around their stuff, just for the time being. Ideally, if they can tap themselves out, which, let's be real, no blue deck's going to do that. But we do have ways of getting around their stuff. Wash away. So that does create a little bit of a buffer for us here. Do you counter this, opponent? Wow, they didn't. Yes. I know, this is a dirty card in Commander, but oh man, in our instance, this was so delicious to do. Whew. Okay, so we live to survive a bit longer here. And how do we do this here? I guess we're just going to have to do it now. We will throw away the Annul, because I don't think they're going to have anything that we can counter that with. So in other words, we just need to start drawing some cards. Get some pump in. Do some pings. Draw a card. Okay. Not too bad. So with that. Actually, we'll just swing with everything. Let's see. Are you going to try to do something here, opponent? Okay, so with that, oh man, okay. Oh, this is great. This is good here. Now that they tapped out, this actually gives us a major advantage. We take out the Phyrexian. Okay, opponent, do you block? Most likely they're going to take out that bird, which is fine. Down to 14. Okay. Well, we're not doing too shabby here. A little bit better than I thought, honestly. Ristic Study. Oh boy. It's everyone's favorite card. Okay, well, we're still going to find a way to get around this, everybody. So with that, how do we do this? How do we do this? Okay, Gutter Snipe. Here it is, everybody. The infamous question everybody has to learn at some point playing Magic. Do you pay the one? In an instance for today, since we're only also doing 1-on-1, yes, I'm gonna have to pay the one because we can't afford our opponent to just do their thing, so we have to pay the one. Honestly, it is the responsible thing to do. I know a lot of people say that in mostly Magic, which is yes, you should pay the one. All right, so with that, mountain down, nothing from us yet, so we have to hold off. But unfortunately, they did get some incubator tokens out of the deal, which is not ideal, but it's fine, everybody. We can make it work still. So that's exactly not what they're trying to do. Originally, I didn't know what their game plan was, aside from once I saw the Chrome Horse Sea Shark, but I guess they are just going to try to make tokens and go off here. Actually, random thing I just realized right now, we did build a couple of years ago back a super ultra budget commander deck. It actually is trying to win with a bunch of tokens from Murmuring Mystics. So if you are interested in, again, ultra budget mono blue, we do actually have a deck for that already. Y'all should check that out if you haven't done so already. It's a little dated by this point, but I actually really like the deck also, and it does something pretty sweet for super cheap. Okay, so back to the game. So with that, big score. Do we pay the one again? Oh boy, this is so annoying to do. Although I did see that we did see a leak earlier from Outlaws of Thunder Junction. And because of that, we're going to see there might be something even more annoying in the future when it comes to something worse than do you pay the one. But we'll talk about that. Maybe we'll talk about that in a future stream. I mean, I think, wait, next week is Is that when they start doing all the stuff for Outlaws previews? Are those next week? I don't know. Let me know in the comments, everybody. But in any case, looks like our opponent countered our biggest score here. So we're kind of in a bad spot here. Although we do have a lot of life still, our opponent, unfortunately, is going to start making more tokens, and that's going to cause us a bit of problems here. But again, I'm still feeling pretty good. I don't feel like this match is out of our reach just yet. Although we are closing in on the point where we may not be able to bounce back. Only just because, again, our opponent has a ton of counter spells, which are very, very annoying to deal with. Okay, so with that. Okay, so we're not quite getting what we need, but we have to keep casting stuff. Yes, we have to pay the 1 still, because that's Ristic Study for you. All right, opponents. Hullbreaker. Okay. I don't think we're going to survive a Hullbreaker horror. We'll give it one more turn, but we can't beat this card. This card's really annoying to do. So here comes Brawl. So they bounce our stuff. And this means we're probably now going to lose. Come on, opponent, just pick something. I don't really have anything here. All right, Balmor goes back to our hand. They swing. We basically can block here for 1 turn at best. But we don't really have any way of surviving next turn. Let's see what our next draw is, but okay, well, it's a land, so we will concede. Okay, well, that was unfortunate and very, very annoying, but that's fine, everybody. Again, this is what you're going to get when you deal with mono blue. Oh, man. So disgusting. So disgusting. Look at that. Look at that, everybody. Ugh. Disgusting. Okay. All right. We're going to leave the match. Let's go ahead. Let's just jump into maybe 1 or 2 more matches, depending on the length of them. I think that'll be it for today, everybody. So let's go ahead and play at least 1 or 2 more. We'll see how we go. Win or lose. I'm hoping to at least get 1 win with this deck. At least 1 that's ultra budget. But okay. Let's see how this goes. Our opponent is playing an alchemy card, which, again, absolutely disgusting. I don't like alchemy cards. But again, our opponent is free to play them, so I ain't going to dunk on him too much here. Speaking of that, well, okay. I think this is okay to a degree, but we still want to get at least one of our pingers here. They're playing mono black, so let's mulligan, and okay. It's a lot of card draw. We can make a token, I guess, but I guess we're just going to keep this. Maybe we can make a bunch of tokens once we get Satyr's Cunning going. Alright, so with that, y'all feeling good out there still? Hopefully you guys are still enjoying everything. I know it's been, there's been some interesting moments we've had in these matches here, but I hope y'all are still having a lot of fun doing this, watching this with me. Satyr's Cunning. Take a token. We will play Desert of the Mindful and pass. All right, our 1 cute little token here. Look at that cute little satyr here. Going to try to see if we can just start swinging at our opponent. And then hopefully we can just hopefully get to our victory. Maybe. Maybe. Okay. All right, we'll put down a mountain. Go swinging. Okay, so we'll pass here. Excuse me. Okay. Another mountain for our opponents. Knight of Soul's Betrayal. Alright, so with that, what do we toss out here? It's probably going to be the Stern Scolding. Draw a card. Unfortunately, this kind of shuts down a lot of our game plan here. Okay, seize, spoils, big... What do we toss out here? I think Crash Through. Draw a card. Kessig Flame Breather. Alright, so it doesn't look like we can get off with a token plan, unfortunately, but we're going to have to go to plan B, which is going to be the pinger plan. So I guess that's just what we're going to do. Okay, so with that, can we get out from underneath this card right here? This card kind of shuts down our whole token plan here, unfortunately. But again, I'm still feeling pretty good. We can get off with our pingers. Technically, we can still hit people with Balmor. It's just going to take a lot more work. What do you got, opponent? You're mono black, so obviously you got to have a lot of removal in hand. Okay, here comes Davriel.
If it's a deal you want,
Okay, so what condition are they giving us?
you won't refuse.
Can't believe cards like this actually exist right now in Arena, but okay, that's fine. We won't rant about it right now, but that's fine. All right, so with that, demand answers. We will throw away the Fjord. King our opponent down to 23. Okay, well, we got an Arcane Signet, which is not bad. So with that, Balmor's coming down. Arcane Signet. We will... How do we do this here? Oh, this is only target creature. Well, that's awkward. Okay. No attacks yet. All right, well... See how this goes. Arcane Signet for our opponent. They draw a card. Another Swamp. Fell Spectre. We discard a card. What do we discard? Okay, so I think big score. We still have a lot of ways of getting other stuff out. So with that... Alright, so how do we get back into this fight? Okay, first off, Mentor's Guidance. Alright, Terramorphic Expanse to the bottom. Draw a card. Field of Ruin. Okay. I still think we can get out of this, everybody. I still think we can. Draw another card. Escape Tunnel. So with that, we'll play Field of Ruin. Discard a card to take care of that. We will throw away Escape Tunnel. Do another pinging. Okay, well, we're slowly getting there, everybody. Take out Davriel. Okay. That's not too bad, right?
So
We're getting there.
sorry.
Slowly.
Forgot to do my best.
And then, to make sure that they can't draw any more cards, we have to get rid of Castle Walkway. Alright, so with that, get an island. Okay, well, slowly but surely, we kind of fought our way out of that. Well, it's definitely taking a lot more work than I'd like to. Cage Sun. Oh boy. We have Censor. So with that, seize the spoils. Throw away the desert. Do some pinging. Get a pump. Okay, well, Cavalcade of Calamity is not too bad, right? A little action there. Well, this is this is hilarious. We actually were able to get pings off because our creatures are already weak. So, yay? I guess. Thank you, opponents. Sort of. I guess. Oh, I would love for them right now to cast something big here. Or at least cast one spell and then cast Davriel. Twilight Prophet. Their creatures are also weak too, which is kind of weird for them, but I guess I could see what they're trying to do here. Okay, Davriel's coming down. So, wait. They can still pay for it, right? Yeah, they can. That's annoying.
Well, I'd say it's good to see another player.
So with that,
It's not.
what will they do? Will they tick up or will they tick down? What's also kind of annoying about this card is they still get their +2 attached to it because, yay, Alchemy. Which feels honestly a little unfair, just the way it's designed.
My services are not cheap.
So what condition are they going to place on themselves here? So they have right now the +2 draw card, and they have creatures you control get -1, -0. Hopefully they put them in a spot where it kind of hurts them more than it helps. Okay, so they get a pump. Okay, so... Sorry, hold on. This is really confusing everybody. Okay, so... They get a pump from there. But then they get this also? I'm so confused right now. I just don't know with alchemy cards, you know? Again, not trying to be a full-on hater, but... Cycle. But you get what I mean, everybody. It's a weird thing to deal with. Okay, in any case, Satyr's Cunning. We will eat up 2 lands, make a Satyr token. Honestly, we're just doing this just for the pings. Which is annoying because we just can't deal with the other stuff they're trying to do. We will censor and desert. Do some more pings. We're kind of close to getting a win here, maybe. I would like to see if maybe we can find our way to fight out of this. Okay, is our opponent looking at something here? Wow, they piled on. Oh, wait, hold on. We can still just Dewari Disruption that. Yes, we got out of that one. Woo! That was a little too close there. Wow. Okay, well, we somehow got out from underneath there. I was not expecting that, but okay. I'll take that. So we hit Davriel. Go to face. Wow. Some way, somehow, we're still hanging in there. Somehow. Opponent got a little greedy there, but that helped us out a little bit. Wow, who would have thought a Convoke spell actually would have saved our bacon? Alright, so with that, opponent's down to 8. Davriel costs now, wait, 10? Wow. Oh, jeez. Ugin's Nexus. It's scary. But this is fine. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so unfortunately we do lose our pinger there. But how do we get out of this? Can we get out of this? Okay. We unfortunately have nothing right now. Okay. Well, again, we're close, but we ran out of gas. This is really awkward. Okay. So they go back up. We just need at least a card draw spell or something to go off here. Our opponent has gone off a lot faster than I was expecting. Okay, Birthday Escape. So, Birthday Escape. Draw a card. Forgotten Cave. Not quite what we need. We'll cycle that away. Draw another card. Mishra's Bauble. Still not quite what we want. Okay, well, there's Murmuring Mystic, so that's fine. It's kind of awkward, though, because we can't really cast it. Or we can cast it, but we can't really do much with that stupid Knight of Soul's Betrayal out. Man, that card really is screwing us over here. Okay. Veto. Noxious Gearhole. Oh boy. Alright, well, this is now looking really bad. Okay. Down to 13.
Better to deal with me than with
I
demons.
don't really like where the play pattern is of these cards, but it's okay, everybody. Again, we'll give it another turn or so. I don't know if we can get out of this now. If it weren't for this card, we probably could have actually pulled off a victory here very quickly. Goblin Electromancer. Alright, it's a 1/1. Murmuring Mystic. So here's the problem, as you can see. You're going to see it right now. Okay. Alright. We make a bird, but because that's still out, we can't really do anything. So Our token game plan's completely hosed by this deck. It's as if sometimes, I swear, Arena likes to just pick whatever your deck is worst against. I don't know. Do you ever feel that way, everybody? Do you feel that way? Let me know. Okay, well, that means it's game. Okay, one more, everybody. We're going to play one more match, and I think that'll be it for today. Hopefully, maybe we can get on the next one more win. Just one more win. I would love to at least get one with this one. All right. One more time, regular brawl. Can Balmor get a win for us? That's all we're asking for. But again, win or lose, we actually had a pretty decent run today. We actually had a lot of fun playing those Artisan Brawl matches. And honestly, I sometimes wish that Wizards would actually add some of the stuff to Arena itself. I think that would actually provide for us a little bit more fun. But you did see, of course, there was that video I put out a while ago where they did mention in one digital card the ability to look to a player on the right. That kind of hints that there might be trying out, possibly in the future, True Commander in this client. It would be very clunky, but I think it might happen in the future. I'm betting it, at least. But in any case, we'll talk about that in maybe another video. All right, so we got Maestro's Theater. We've got... Okay, so we do have one of our token producers. We have some burn in hand. I think this might be the one, everybody. I want to believe. This is the one. We got to believe. We have to believe. Right? Okay, so they're playing... Oh, they're playing Cascade. That's disgusting. But that's okay. This is fine. Here's how we're going to do this. Maestro's Theater. We will get our blue source. And gain some life. Okay, so Third Path Iconoclast comes out, and then we will start doing our thing. Ooh, we got Young Pyromancer too. That's totally cool. So we do have two ways of getting our not pingers. Wait, why did I say pingers? You know what I mean. Tokens. Way of getting our tokens out, and hopefully that'll be enough. Okay, so our opponent is definitely going to take advantage of alchemy cards, which is annoying, but that's just fine, everybody. We swing here. So we can play Chart a Course, make a token, draw some cards. All right, Mountain. So we do have now plenty of ways of going wide and burning our opponent, which is great. Okay, what do you got, opponents? Will they play their commander ASAP? I'm worried that they might, and I'm worried about what we might see coming. Okay, the Island Cycle. Okay, well, that's a choice. I think our best option here is we need to get down at least one pinger so we can start going wide quick. Analyze the pollen. Okay. Let's see, so what does that do again? Okay. Alright, so they're going to try to combo off right here. So I see what they're trying to do. Okay, so we got an island. We will... What do we do here? What do we do? I think we'll play Witty Roastmaster. We go swinging here. Down to 20. So, if they do try to play their big stuff... Or let's see, we have a wash away. Okay. I think we might be able to do this. Buena. Alright, opponent's going to try to start getting their stuff for free. Cosmic Hunger. Annoying, but this is fine, everybody. Mountain. Young Pyromancer. Our opponent for 1. Mishra's Bauble. We will play... Do we do it now? Or maybe we just Electrostatic Field instead. Swing with Roastmaster, because I know they're not going to... There's no way they're going to block that. Down to 14. Okay, so we are set up somewhat for stopping them. At least if they try to do their thing yet. Okay. Big Ape. Scary. But what will they hit? Most likely they'll hit the Young Pyromancer, because that's the card that's going to go off. Alright. Mishra's Bauble. Let's see what we hit. Stern Scolding. Nothing we can really use for the time being. Alright. Down a creature. Annoying, but this is fine, everybody. War Loam Speaker. So we draw a card. Unfortunately, now our pingers are gone, which is sad, but that's okay, everybody. We can still get there. Gutter Snipe. I guess we're now just going to be on the pinger plan again. Alright, so with that, no attacks, because that big monkey's in the way. Snow-covered island. I really want to just counter their commander. That's all I want to do at this point, just out of spite. Not even, again, winning. I just want to do it out of spite. That's all I want to do now. All right. Do you swing opponents? They do. Okay, so that's annoying. We lose our little guy there. So sad. Okay. They hit us for 7. Down to 19. They make 2. Okay, so here it comes. So with that, wash away. Ping our opponents. Down to 11, down to 10. Get rid of their commander. Unfortunately, they still hit Cascade, though. Ooh, Helm of the Host. Wow. Absolutely disgusting. Okay, what else you got, opponent? Invasion of Zendikar. So they get some lands. They get an island. Okay, so how do we do this? Ping our opponent. Down to 9. Swing here. Down to 4. If we can just at least counterspell one thing, we actually might be able to pull off a win here. Cyclonic Rift. Okay, well, we can't afford to deal with that. So the good news is we stopped their Cyclonic Rift. Oh man, that was a little too close there. 2, 1. Whew. Way too close on that one. Okay. They can swing here if they want to, but unless they have another option here, I think we actually got the win. So what do you do, opponent? Do you hit your Invasion of Zendikar? They don't. Yes. Oh my goodness. Oh, I was so worried that they might have had something else there. Yes, we got there. Whew. Wow. Okay. So there you go, everybody. I mean, yeah, it took a little bit there, but we got the win. So I'll take that win, right? That counts, right? Okay. Let's leave and let's do a quick little wrap up before we end the stream for today. All right. So, woo. Well, that was definitely fun. I'm going to jump right back into this right here. Balmor's army. Okay, so you tell me in the comments below, everybody, what do you think? Would you play this deck in any way, shape, or form? Yes, some people out there might say maybe I should put in a couple more basics because we did have some awkward moments there with our turns, but it actually wasn't too bad there. I was actually really happy with how the deck turned out. This deck is actually quite fun. Yes, because of the limitations of us being only commons and uncommons, you're going to have some bad times, as you kind of saw, against more powerful decks. But again, for a deck that's going to cost you, I think it costs on paper, I think it's $35. That's actually not too bad, right? $35 to put this together, and you could play with this and have fun with it if you actually want to take it into, like, you know, play with maybe like a lower power table, or maybe again, if you want to tweak it even further, you could just go full on PDH with it. Let me know. Again, either way, this is definitely a deck I'll probably keep. Then I'll probably just have some more fun with as I continually play more and more on Arena. But maybe if you do all want to see it in the future, we could definitely do some more super budget decks like this for other colors. I would love to hear from all of you if you are fascinated by that stuff. But otherwise, I don't think really I have anything else to say except if you do want to, if you are interested in upgrading this deck, maybe we might do in the future like an upgraded version. But again, it all comes down to what all of you want to see in the future. So, I mean, y'all just let me know. Again, I would love to hear from all of you on, again, whatever you want to consider. But otherwise, I think that's mostly going to wrap it up for today, everybody. I look at the clock right now, and I went a little bit over my time frame because I got to start getting ready for my grown-up job. But again, in the future, if you all want to continually support me, I would love to have you guys all like, follow, and subscribe to me wherever you are watching the content, because once again, if I can pull off this by some miracle, maybe we can just do this full time in the future. But again, anytime I'm able to at least pull off a little extra time here and there, I will try to stream. So the only downside to my streams is I can't promise you that we're going to have a consistent schedule. It really comes down to, you know, whatever goes on in my life. So I'm still able to try to squeeze them in when I can. Still, I'm really happy with how today went. I really enjoyed having fun with this midweek Magic event, and we're definitely going to try to do some more streams like this every so often. But aside from that, I don't have anything else to say except I appreciate everything y'all did by just watching me out there. Hopefully we'll get some fun chats going in the future. But that's basically it for today, everybody. Thanks again for watching. And the only thing I'm just going to say right now is before we get out of here, we are just going to end it with our usual. Just remember that no matter what you do play in the game of life, always be sure to burn bright. Later.